Hello, everybody. Lone Wolf here to discuss the 2019 Arizona Fall League Championship game between the Salt River Rafters and the Surprise Saguaros. The Surprise Saguaros hosted the game, but the Salt River Rafters won 5-1. That is all I'm going to say. Okay. So, we only had one home run, and that was by Encarnacion, not Edwin Encarnacion. That's Gerard Encarnacion. Obviously. So, the winners for the game. So here is how the game went. Ashton Goodo of Salt River went 2 2/3 innings, gave up one hit, had 3 strikeouts, and Sterling Sharp gave up 5 runs, including a grand slam in the 4th, which I believe was from Gerard Encarnacion. And that's about it. So, here are some of the details, the big details, obviously, the River Rafters, the Salt River Rafters, were 3 for 12 runners in scoring position, while the Saguaros were 1 for 5. And even though Salt River left 8 men on base, Surprise only left 4. Okay. So, the umpires, they're not that known in Major League Baseball because obviously, reason. So, it was Malachi Moore behind the plate, Adam Beck at first, Junior Valentine at second, and Jeremy Riggs at third. And the game started at 11:08 a.m. and ended about 1:30. So, if you wanted, if you had tickets to the game, you could easily say, "Hey, you want to go grab lunch afterwards?" Boom, you could easily grab lunch. All right, so let's talk about some of the big plays, okay? Bottom of the third, Luis Garcia hit a ground ball to Jose Devers, which was deflected by Dakota Chalmers. Bubba Thompson scored. And then, of course, top of the 4th, Ronaldo Hernandez hit a ground ball to Kyle Isbell. Seth Beer, that is his real name, he scored. And then, of course, Encarnacion with the aforementioned grand slam, but Luke Rayleigh, Colton Welker, and Victor Mesa scored. That's a weird name. Okay, so let's see if there were any guys on. Of course, in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, Luis Garcia of the Isbell of the Saguaros was walked, and he was on base. But then, Garcia struck out. Dakota Chalmers uncorked a wild pitch. I don't know what. But then Rylan Bannon and Brandon Wagner struck out, and that was that. So, Ronaldo Hernandez doubled to left fielder Bubba Thompson, which was deflected by Kyle Isbell. He was out at third on the throw, on a good throw by Isbell. Actually, good relay from Isbell to Thompson to McCoy to Bannon. Luke Rayleigh was hit by pitch. Then Daniel Lynch uncorked a wild pitch. Colton Welker called out on strikes. The 5th strike was right in the zone. And then Victor Mesa grounded out to Rylan Bannon. And then Donnie Sands walked. See, all those pitchers were way outside. That was the second inning. So this is just a recap of the game, okay? This is just a nice little recap. In the third, Encarnacion struck out swinging. The ball got away from catcher Matt Wetley, so he had to complete the strikeout at first with Brandon Wagner. And then it was just an easy 1-2-3 first inning. Bubba Thompson walked, stole second, but then Isbell grounded out. Thompson went to third. Garcia delivered the first run of the game by hitting a ground ball to Jose Devers. Then Ashton Goodo came in, replaced Chalmers. And then Rylan Bannon grounded into a double play. Just a 5-4-3 double play. Then the 4th is where things get interesting. Royce Lewis grounded out. Innocent enough. Seth Beer hit by a pitch. Sterling Sharp uncorked a wild pitch. Ronaldo Hernandez singled to Kyle Isbell. Beer scored. Rayleigh walked. Let's see where I'm looking at it, and the pitches were not even close. One pitch, the 4th pitch, which was a 89 mile per hour changeup, it just nicked the zone, but everything else was bad. Colton Welker walked. Couple of foul balls, but no called strikes. But everything else was just bad. Then Victor Mesa grounded out. He's trying to get some runs in. Grounded into a force out. Hernandez was out at home. So Rayleigh went to third. Welker went to second. Mesa went to first. And then, of course, after an 0-1 pitch, the fastball, a two-seamer, literally way outside of the zone. Encarnacion hit it out, and that's basically it, you know. There are not that many other opportunities from the fifth inning on, but bottom of the ninth, it was just a 1-2-3 inning. Rylan Bannon was called out on a pitch that was just a little bit outside the zone as I'm looking at it, but it just caught the zone. Wagner lined out, and then Sands flew out to the man of the moment, Encarnacion, and Salt River won the championship 5-1. And I'm looking at this game. The Charros de Jalisco played the Sultanes de Monterrey, and Los Charros ganaron 10-2. They won 10-2. I mean, the scoring was Amadeo Zueta singled on a line drive, and my goodness gracious, it was just crazy. Felix Perez broke up the shutout in the bottom of the seventh, but other than that, it was all that Sultanes could do. I think I'm gonna start covering the Mexican League because, well, why not, right? I can easily pronounce the names, and yeah. So I'll say it now. I'm just gonna start covering the MLB's Winter League, primarily the Mexican League. I'm not going to cover anything else, most likely, because, you know, the names are in Spanish. I can obviously speak Spanish like nothing, as you just heard. So, there's the Arizona Fall League and a quick little recap of a game that just caught my eye, okay? Okay, so I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.